Why settle for one when you can have many? That's the golden rule of investing in a diversified dividend portfolio. Let's unravel this golden rule, shall we? Imagine your investment portfolio as a sumptuous buffet. A diversified dividend portfolio is akin to having a variety of dishes on your plate. Some spicy, some sweet, and some savory. Just as a balanced diet keeps you healthy, a diversified portfolio keeps your investments healthy. It provides not only a steady stream of income through dividends but also mitigates risks by spreading investments across different sectors and companies. Now, who doesn't love a good growth story? Diversified dividend portfolios often have the potential for growth. As companies grow and prosper, so do their dividends. And this, my friends, is the power of compounding at its finest. Building a diversified dividend portfolio is like planting a tree. It requires patience and care, but the fruits are well worth the wait. Let's dive into the world of dividend stocks, the building blocks of your portfolio. So, what are dividend stocks anyway? Imagine owning a piece of a company that generates profits, and then, like a generous friend, shares a slice of those earnings with you. That's a dividend stock for you. It's a type of investment where companies distribute a portion of their earnings to shareholders. These payments, known as dividends, can be a steady source of income, especially appealing for those who prefer a less risky approach to investing. Now you might wonder, how do these dividend stocks work? Well, companies that issue dividend stocks typically pay out dividends on a regular basis, most commonly quarterly. The beauty of this is that it provides investors with a regular income stream. It's like having a job that pays you for doing nothing but being patient and wise. But why are dividend stocks a good investment? Well, they offer a twofold benefit. First, you can enjoy the regular income through dividends. Second, there's potential for the stock's price to appreciate over time. It's like having your cake and eating it too. But remember, the higher the yield, the better the cake. This brings us to two crucial terms you need to understand when selecting dividend stocks: dividend yield and payout ratio. The dividend yield is essentially the annual dividend payment divided by the stock's price. It gives you an idea of how much bang you're getting for your buck. The payout ratio, on the other hand, is the proportion of earnings a company pays to its shareholders as dividends. A lower payout ratio could mean the company has room to increase its dividends in the future. But here's a word of caution. Like any investment, dividend stocks come with their own set of risks. It's important to thoroughly research your options and consider your financial goals and risk tolerance before diving in. Remember, the key to successful investing is in understanding what you're investing in. Now that we know what dividend stocks are, let's learn how to pick the right ones. Just like shopping for the perfect pair of shoes, you need to know what to look for. First, examine the company's financial health. This is like checking the quality of the shoe's material. You wouldn't buy a pair that looks like it'll fall apart after a few wears, right? Similarly, you wouldn't invest in a company that's drowning in debt or has erratic earnings. Next, consider the company's payout history. This is akin to checking if the shoe has been tried and tested. A company with a consistent history of paying dividends is like a shoe that's comfortable and reliable. It's probably not going to let you down. Thirdly, take a look at the company's position within its industry. This is like considering the brand of the shoe. Is it a leader in its field or a follower? Companies that are leaders often have a competitive advantage, which can translate into more stable dividends for you. Now remember, don't put all your eggs in one basket, or in this case, don't buy shoes only from one store. Diversification is key. Mix it up. Invest in different industries to spread the risk. It's like having a pair of shoes for every occasion. You wouldn't wear your gym shoes to a black tie event, would you? Also, don't be swayed by a high dividend yield alone. It's like being tempted by a pair of high heels with a killer price tag. Sure, they look great, but can you really walk in them all day? A high dividend yield might look attractive, but it could be a sign of a struggling company. Lastly, always do your own research. This is like trying on the shoe before you buy it. It may look good on the shelf, but only you know if it's the right fit for you. Choosing the right stocks is like choosing the right friends. It takes time and careful consideration, but it's worth it in the end. Armed with knowledge and a list of potential stocks, it's time to start building your portfolio. Now, if you think of this process as a jigsaw puzzle, the pieces are the stocks, and the picture we're trying to complete is a well-diversified portfolio. Let's discuss how to scatter those pieces across the board. That's right, we're talking about diversification. You see, placing all your bets on one sector is like putting all your eggs in one basket. If that basket falls, well, let's just say you'll be having scrambled eggs for breakfast. So spread your investments across different sectors like technology, healthcare, consumer goods, and more. This way, if one sector takes a hit, the others can help balance out the losses. Now on to the next part, balancing high-yield and low-yield stocks. Think of this as a seesaw. If you have too many high-yield stocks, the seesaw tips and you're exposed to higher risk. On the other hand, too many low-yield stocks, and you're missing out on potential gains. The trick is to find the perfect balance. A blend of high-yield stocks for their attractive returns and low-yield stocks for their stability can create a mix that's just right. But remember, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither will your portfolio be. It's okay to start small and gradually add more stocks as you become more comfortable and confident. It's like learning to ride a bike. You start with training wheels, and before you know it, you're off to the races. And of course, never forget to routinely review your portfolio. Just as you'd check your car's oil and tire pressure, you need to keep an eye on your investments. Rebalance your portfolio when necessary to ensure it remains aligned with your financial goals. So there you have it. Building a portfolio is like cooking a gourmet meal. You need the right ingredients, a dash of patience, and a sprinkle of strategy. And remember, a well-built portfolio is like a well-balanced meal. It should have a bit of everything for the best outcome. A portfolio is not a one-time investment. It's a lifelong commitment. Let's talk about how to maintain it. You see, maintaining a portfolio is like running a marathon, not a sprint. It requires patience, discipline, and a dash of boldness. So, let's dive into the nitty-gritty details. Firstly, we have regular reviews. Think of these as your portfolio's annual health checkups. You wouldn't ignore your health, would you? So don't ignore your portfolio's health either. Regular reviews help you identify underperforming stocks and sectors, and take corrective action. Now you might ask, how often should I review my portfolio? Well, there's no one-size-fits-all answer. It depends on your investment goals and market dynamics. However, a good rule of thumb is to review your portfolio at least once a quarter. Next up, we have reinvesting dividends. Compounding, my friends, is the eighth wonder of the world. Reinvesting your dividends can significantly boost your portfolio's growth over time. It's like watering a seedling, expecting it to grow into a tree, and then using the fruits to plant more trees. Lastly, we have portfolio adjustment. Yes, you heard it right. Your portfolio isn't set in stone. It needs to adapt with changing market conditions and your financial goals. This could mean rebalancing your portfolio by selling some stocks and buying others, or adjusting your asset allocation. Now let's talk about managing risks. It's not about avoiding risks completely, but rather, it's about managing them effectively. Diversification is your best friend here. Spreading your investments across different sectors can help mitigate risks. And what about maximizing returns? Well, the secret sauce is to invest in quality stocks with a history of consistent dividend payouts. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither will your wealth. It's a gradual process. So, there you have it. Regular reviews, reinvesting dividends, adjusting your portfolio, managing risks, and maximizing returns. The quintessential 5 elements to maintaining your portfolio. Maintaining a portfolio is like maintaining a garden. It requires regular care and attention to flourish. And there you have it, your guide to building a diversified dividend portfolio from scratch. We've taken a journey through the world of dividend stocks, understanding their power and how to select the right ones for your portfolio. We've covered the steps to build your portfolio and the importance of maintaining it with diligence and care. The key takeaways: patience and knowledge. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither will your portfolio be. It's about making informed choices, not hasty decisions. And remember, diversification is your friend. It's the safety net that cushions your financial fall. Investing is an art, and like any art, it requires practice, patience, and a bit of creativity. So take the knowledge you've gained today and put it to work. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. So start building your portfolio today and step into a future of financial security. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more investing tips and tricks.